Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining the free Learn It Live webinar today. We'll be starting on time in few minutes. Thank you for joining in early. We're talking about how we can deep dive into AI's impact on content in this digital age. And we'll be talking more about the program, digital marketing inspection program as well towards the end. I'm Rishika. I'm your host for today's webinar, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. I would love to know where are you tuning in from. You can let us know by dropping us a hello on the chat with your name and where are you tuning in from on the chat box here. And as this is a global webinar, you'll be seeing a lot of people joining from different parts of the world. And it's always good to network, right? These events before we start. So we have enough time. Please do put that introduction on the chat here, meanwhile, before we start. Hey, I see amazing introductions coming in already. I see Wendy has joined us from Philippines, Arish from Kurdistan, Devankya from India, Florence from Nigeria, and I see someone has joined us from South Africa. Would love to know your name. I see Samiraja has joined us, says hello. Kimberly from Jamaica, and a lot of more introductions coming in on the chat. I see a lot of people have joined us on our YouTube live chat box as well. And we're just starting the session. There are a few minutes left before we start the session. You have joined in early. Thank you so much for joining in early. For folks who have joined us live on our YouTube channel, can also let us know the introductions on the YouTube live chat box. Let us know your name and where are you tuning in from. I see a lot more introductions of the coming in chat. For folks, a lot of you folks who have joined us just now, we are just starting the session, and folks are giving introductions in the chat there. So please, if you have joined us now, we can give you introduction as this is a global webinar. You will see folks joining from different parts of the world. And also, meanwhile, you're giving your amazing introductions. Let me just quickly take you through the ground rules here. We have very quick and easy ground rules here, which is to make sure your experience is amazing when you're basically attending this webinar. So to start with, you have to put on your questions in the Q&A box. As you can see, the chat box is completely blowing up. You can put on your questions in the Q&A box for folks who have joined us on Zoom. For folks who are watching us live on our YouTube channel, you can put on your questions in the YouTube chat box. And speaker will be looking at questions from the Q&A box just to make sure we address all of your queries here. Also, the session is being recorded in case you want to go through the recording of the session once again. In case you miss anything, please don't worry. You can expect a follow-up email from us with the recording link and the webinar certificate. Now, the webinar certificate is for folks who stay till the end of the session. And basically, once the session ends on Zoom, you will be getting a post-webinar survey pop-up where you can request proof of attendance for this webinar by entering your full name for the certificate. So we will need that data in order to send you the personalized certificate for attending the webinar. So in case you have just joined right now, please don't worry. I'll be nudging about the rules of the session and other things on the chat as well, and also towards the end. So please don't worry about anything if in case you have joined us just now. Please just leave your introduction on the chat. As you can see, there are amazing introductions coming on the chat, and people joining from different parts of the world here. Also, this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We are very proud that we have been in the digital skills training space for almost a decade now, and we have transformed life by empowering people by skills like AI, machine learning, data science, business analytics, cybersecurity, cloud computing, DevOps, digital marketing, and many more. Today, we'll be covering digital marketing here. We have advanced over 5 lakh plus careers in over 150 plus countries, and we have 800 plus qualified trainers here. So once again, welcome everyone. I'm Rashad Khan. I'm your host for today's webinar, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. Would love to know where are you tuning in from the chat here. Let me just quickly take you through the agenda of today's session. The first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, getting to know a little bit about you and how we can help you out in your digital marketing career. And the second agenda of today's session is the Learn It Live topic, which is the free Learn It Live topic here we'll be covering. Basically on the topic of deep dive into AI's impact on content in the digital age here. Then we'll be covering the digital marketing specialist program here, the master's program from Simplilearn, and what exactly the program offers. And based on the interest you share, we'll be taking you through the enrollment steps quickly. And then towards the end, special duration for the Q&A part. For folks who have just joined us right now, as you can see, the chat box is completely blowing up. Chat box is completely blowing up here. So in case you have any questions for our speaker, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box. Awesome. Let's start with a quick poll here. As I mentioned that we'll be getting to know a little bit about you. So let's start with a quick poll here. Starting with how many years of experience do you currently have? So let me just launch this poll here on Zoom, and we can see the 4 options here. The first one here says less than 2 years, second one 2 to 5 years, third one 6 to 10 years, and the fourth one more than 10 years. Now, when I talk about experience, I'm talking about work experience. So I see a lot of you folks have already started sharing responses for the poll here. And I still see a lot of introductions on the chat coming in. I see Zabat has joined us from Bangladesh, Bilal from Algeria. I see Ralisa from UK, Chitranjan from India, Sakshi from India, Priya from India. I see Demis from Boston. I see Laura has joined us from Tanzania. Really says a warm hello to all. Welcome once again, everyone. We're just starting with a quick poll here in case you just joined right now. Please don't worry. I'll remind you about the ground rules, which we have earlier shared in the session on the chat here. So in case you have missed it, please don't worry about it. Awesome. I see most of you have already responded for the poll here. And I see a few responses coming on the YouTube Live chat box as well. I see votes for less than 2 years on the YouTube Live chat box. Awesome. Last 5-second folks for the poll here. How many years of experience do you currently have? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. And also share the results with you folks. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Let's see what have you voted for. So we see 50% of the votes for less than 2 years of experience, and 21% of the votes are for 2 to 5 years of experience, and 16% of the votes are for more than 10 years, and 13% of the votes are for 6 to 10 years. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. As you can see, interestingly, folks who have joined us have different set of experiences. that makes this session pretty much interesting. And also folks are joining from different parts of the world makes this session completely diverse here. So moving on to our speaker introduction here, Mark Campbell, who has joined us as a speaker for this free Learn It Live session. And we have a very interesting topic and session lined up for you. But before that, let me just quickly introduce Mark to you. So Mark here has over 40 years of versatile marketing experience in technology, telecoms, consumer business, ranging from global corporations to startup. He's also extensively has expertise in various marketing aspects, particularly online marketing and social media strategies. And he basically inspires continuous learning through enthusiastic workshop, reflecting a deep passion for the field. He also has dedicated to sharing insights on social media and digital marketing for businesses and personal brands. He basically has driven by a constant desire to learn and improve in our fast-paced world, emphasizing the importance of continuous learning. And also specialties include social media, SEO, PPC, advertising, email marketing, marketing automation, mobile marketing, chatbots, video marketing, yeah, VR, and many more. I think, Mark, I would like to welcome you. And it's always a pleasure hosting you. I'm pretty sure the slide does not cover all of your experience, but we would love to know a little bit about you from you as well.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are. I am Mark. I'm dialing in from Malaysia, from Malaysia, where I am stationed at the moment. And I am delighted to be able to share some of my experience with you today. Now, let me see if I can share my slides, share my screen.
Sure. Yeah. I will stop sharing my screen so you can go ahead and share your screen. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I've stopped sharing.
Good. And the one I'm going to share is my desktop. Okay, if I can get a confirmation that you folks can see my screen, then we're going to start. Is that all visible? You can hear me, that you can see me, and that you can see my screen. So thanks for that kind introduction. Let's dive straight into today's topic. And today's topic that I want to share with you is how artificial intelligence is impacting the marketing profession. Now, as you just heard, I've been in marketing for over 40 years, and I've seen many revolutions. I've seen many new technologies emerging, and we call these disruptions. Yeah, so we've had about 3-4 major disruptions in the last 40 years. I don't know if anybody in the chat want to share with me what disruptions we have seen in the last 30, 40 years. I think the first big disruption came in the 80s, in the early 80s, and that was the personal computer. Yeah, the personal computer had a massive impact on how businesses work, how people work, how easy it is to manage your business through your own little personal computer and make your own little programs that you could sell. So that was a major disruption in the 80s. Now, what was the disruption that we saw in the 90s? Anybody in the chat, share with me, what was the disruption in the 90s? The internet, exactly, Vina Morando. Yeah, I was fortunate to work in Silicon Valley in 1995, and I was one of the first to demo the internet in our office to our customers. And that was the very early days. And we'll now all know how the internet has moved from the first version of the internet. We then had version 2.0, which was the social media web, and now we're close to web 3.0, which is the virtual reality web. So the internet has been a major disruption in the 1990s. Now, what was the disruption in the 2010s? What was the big disruption that happened actually in 2008? The smartphone, Sumavayala, excellent. When Apple launched the iPhone, that was a shock in the market, a complete new way of access the internet on your mobile device. And the rest is all history. It's been a major change. And as of today, everything, most things that you do on your on digital, on your social media, you do it on your mobile phone. Yeah, so that has lingered on for a few years, and I think we now have the next big disruption, and that is the disruption of artificial intelligence. And I can tell you, in my 40 years of marketing profession, this is probably the biggest disruption that I have seen so far, because this touches not only marketing, this touches everything that we do, the way we live, the way we communicate, the way we work. Yeah, it will impact jobs, it will impact the way people study, it will completely turn around the way we do business. And we're just on the early days of the developments of this. So what we're going to do today is looking at this artificial intelligence for marketing. But we shouldn't see that as a standalone development, because there's many things happening in the digital marketing space. Let's talk about augmented reality and virtual reality. Yeah, a couple of years ago, before the whole hype on artificial intelligence, yeah, Facebook renamed itself to Meta and launched the metaverse. Yeah, so there's big things happening with the virtual reality. And if we look at apps like TikTok, like stories on Snapchat, how augmented reality is impacting the way we start promoting our business. User-generated content becomes more and more important, yeah, and that is all possible also through the artificial intelligence and through the ease of use of applications where users can create content for brands. Particularly driven by the younger generation, they are becoming more and more more and more sensitive to sustainability. Yeah, not only in the climate, but in the way we organize things, the way businesses are run, yeah, and also how marketing is being done in a more sustainable manner. We also know there's lots of things happening in the privacy space in digital marketing. This year, Google is going to stop tracking cookies, which will sort of put an end to the remarketing that you can do with advertising on Facebook, on Google, and what have you. And that is going to change how businesses use Google and social media platforms for advertising and targeting audiences. There are things like conversational marketing, and there are things like the content experience. Yeah, so how can you create content that gives people a true experience on using and consuming the content. Okay, now what is AI? And hand in hand with AI is the term machine learning. So if you look at the definition of AI, AI is computer software that mimics the ways that humans think in order to perform complex tasks, like analyzing, like reasoning, like learning, like creating content, and what have you. Yeah, so basically things that you can do as a human through AI, that you let the computer do what you do, like repetitive tasks, complex tasks, like analyzing, etc. Now, machine learning is a subset of AI, and that uses algorithms trained on data that is being collected to produce models that can perform those complex tasks. Yeah, so the more data that goes into the AI system, yeah, through the machine learning, the work that the AI computer, the AI software will do will become more and more advanced, will become more and more tailored to the requirements of the users. So yeah, so that is what how you should approach AI and machine learning. They go hand in hand together. AI is the software that does it for you. Machine learning is the underlying algorithm that sort of takes all the data that is being collected and turns that into the execution of the tasks, like analyzing, creating content, and what have you. So how to use AI in marketing? That's various ways in doing that. First of all, you can do it through personalized customer experience. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed in the chat just now, there was a post. Yeah, and the post was about well, I can show you on my screen. Yeah, there was here you can follow exactly what's being said. Yeah, so this is pure artificial intelligence. Yeah, so this is a live interpretation. It takes all the data, yeah, that is being happening live at our webinar and is being sort of summarized here for you live in the chat. So if you have a problem with English, for instance, or following, then here you can just following live what is happening in the chat. So maybe Russia, people may have missed a link in the chat because there were so many welcomes coming in. Maybe you want to share the link again for people so they can follow this. And this is how, for instance, chat is being used.
So sorry, Mark, to interrupt you. Which link can you let me? I will share it.
Yeah, okay. So so an example of how you can use artificial intelligence, AI, for increased personalized customer experience, because this is a really good way of offering additional experience, making you more happy as a customer in running and in attending this webinar. What we're going to be talking about today is use AI to create better content and create better proposals for your customers. And that is what we call generative AI. Is a great way for marketeers to be more productive, increase productivity in your AI. Yeah, you can use AI in marketing for improved performance metrics, and you can analyze the data much more advanced. And of course, all of this will lead to better conversions in your marketing, higher revenues in your marketing. So lots and lots of reasons where and how you can use AI in marketing. Now, one of the most exciting areas and where the productivity can be improved quite a lot is through content marketing and generative AI. Yes, so generative AI refers to any type of artificial intelligence that can help you produce new text, new images, videos, or audio clips. Yes, so you can use AI to write a blog post for you, or to create images for you, or actually to create or translate a video for you. Yeah, you can ask questions and you're getting answers for that. You can educate yourself through AI. Yeah, you can describe an image or a video. You can translate text. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of ways on how you can use generative AI for your content marketing. Now, let me get your input in this. Yeah, so I guess you all have a mobile phone. So can you give me some practical examples in digital marketing or of digital marketing tasks where generative AI can help? Like, for instance, writing a blog post. Yes, so now if you have your phone at hand, make a photo of the QR code, and that will take you to an app where you can fill in your thoughts on this. Yeah, or if you haven't got your mobile phone, you can go to slido.com and enter number 3420110. once you're in line, you can then give your thoughts on examples, practical examples of digital marketing tasks where generative AI can help. And we're going to create a word cloud with that. Yeah, so writing a resume, absolutely. Yeah, the funnel, I don't know what you mean with that. Is that the sales funnel or? Yeah, but writing a resume is is a fantastic example on how to run your, to use Gen AI for your digital marketing. Summarizing a brief, exactly a brief for an agency. Writing a video script, writing blog posts to manage your SEO, to create content for your social media, to manage your Facebook ads. Look at this. And these are all things, yeah, that were so time consuming for marketing people. Yeah, and now you can get so many ideas, yeah, for this. Yeah, so is there any way we can set up Google Ads from this AI? So what you can do, and I can show you later, you can actually create the input for the ad. So you can create the actual ad, but then you will need to have to go into Google Ads to actually enter the ad. Yeah, multiple emails, the podcast scripting, manage your business. Absolutely. You can ask ChatGPT to write a business plan for you. Yeah, so write a business proposal. Yeah, so answer complex questions. You see storytelling, you see personal branding, finishing emails. The sky is the limit here. Yeah, and of course, I can't show you all of this, but I am going to give you some examples of how to use this and some of the tools that you can use this. Okay, so thanks for this input, and these are all time-consuming tasks that you need to work on to get all these elements for your for your for your digital marketing tasks. Okay, now let's go into the some examples. Now, thank you for this. Yeah, so the storm started in sort of late 2022 when ChatGPT came out. Yeah, you may all have heard of ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was sort of the ignition, and people were blown away by what you could do through ChatGPT. Now you see it has been, if you compare the interface at the moment with how it was when they launched, yeah, it has changed already, but there is it's amazing what you can get out of that. So let's take SEO. Yeah, so optimizing SEO for your website. So the first thing that you want to look at for your SEO is your keywords. Yes, so let's go to Yoast SEO, to ChatGPT, and let's ask ChatGPT what they can do about my keywords. So I am going to ask ChatGPT. First, I'm going to tell ChatGPT, forget any previous conversations. Yeah, so we're going to start with a blank sheet. Okay, and now I'm going to tell him I want you to act as a SEO specialist. Okay, so what specific questions or tasks do you have in mind related to SEO? Give me, let's say, 50 keywords related to the adventure travel business or industry. The start is different. Yeah, so I'm going to tell it from I am a adventure travel agency, can you give me 20 keywords I should focus on for my SEO? Yeah, so here I'm going to ask ideas for keywords. And that's where you start. You're going to Google if you do keyword research, and you're going to do some basically research and create a list of 30, 40, 50 keywords. Yeah, so I can ask ChatGPT, give me 20 keywords and include monthly search volumes and keyword difficulty. Okay, keyword difficulty. Give me 20 popular keywords I should focus on for my SEO. Include monthly search for, and I'm going to say, put this in a spreadsheet format. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm giving him, okay, my environment very roughly. Yeah, here you see what I'm going to ask him to do. Okay, and then I'm going to tell him what output I want. So let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. So here are my keywords with monthly search volumes. Yeah, and my keyword difficulty. Now, if I ask 50 keywords, or I can ask 100 keywords, so it's quite amazing what it here can do for you. Yeah, so their estimates and may vary depending on the specific tools, but this is a really good starting point for your for your SEO, for your keyword research. And then you could tell, given your experience, what are the 6 keywords I should focus on? Yeah, so here, based on the provided list and considering the nature of your adventure travel agency, here are the 6 keywords that you should focus on. Yep, so there we go. So now, of course, we're doing it very rough here. Yeah, but this is a good starting point for your SEO. So what I can now do is, I can now, for instance, go to ChatGPT and say, give me metadata for my homepage. Yeah, give me ideas for metadata for my homepage based on these 6 keywords. Let's see, I'm just doing it very rough here. But what kind of, there you are, title tag for your adventure travel agency using my keywords that we agreed. Meta description, here are the keywords that are being used. Yeah, so folks, I'm blown away with this, how easy this is. Yeah, so now it doesn't mean that I should do a basic cut and paste here. Yeah, but it gives me a basis to start from. Okay, so that is the ChatGPT, how you can use your ChatGPT and AI for search engine optimization. Now, based on this, I can now start working on a blog post, for instance. Yeah, so I can say, give me suggestions, give me 5 suggestions for blog posts in relation to these keywords. Yep, so here are my blog post suggestions. If I like a topic, yes, so take for instance, Thrill Seeker's Guide to Extreme Outdoor Adventures. Yeah, I can then just go to ChatGPT and say, write a blog post for item 5 using the keywords that you suggested. Okay. Right, folks, are you with me on this? For how many of you is this a wow experience? I see here Egilanto is coming in, yeah, with wow. For how many of you are blown away with this and see this for the first time? Yeah, there are other apps as well. Yeah, of course, that you can use that can do this, but for me, what you can get out of ChatGPT is just amazing. Yeah. And it is block language. Of course, you need to read it. You don't do just a copy paste. Yeah, but it will make your life so much easier. Okay. Right. Now we're going to say, ask Google or ChatGPT, turn this turn this blog post into a social media post and suggest a visual as well. Yeah, so here you see, that's the social media post, get ready to elevate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then of course the link to the blog post. And here it comes with a visual suggestion, a dynamic imaging featuring people ziplining through a lush forest with vibrant green trees and blue skies, capturing the excitement and the thrill of the experience. There you have it. Yeah, so now we're going to add a visual aspect to the chat Jeep or to your artificial intelligence. Now, there are various apps for that, and I'm not going to go into all those apps. I'll show you some tools at the end of this session. But the one AI platform that I do want to share with you is Microsoft. Yeah, I'm not a big Microsoft fan, but I have to say Microsoft has been very clever. They acquired a share in ChatGPT, and they have built ChatGPT into their browser, okay, the Bing browser, but they have now upped it into Microsoft Copilot. So Microsoft Copilot is ChatGPT within the Bing environment, but it has more. It has a designer as well. It has a vacation planner, a cooking assistant, a fitness trainer, what have you. So here you see the designer. So what I can do, I can just say, create an image for me, and I'm going to copy that piece of text. Yeah, I want a dynamic image featuring people ziplining through a lush forest canopy. Okay, so now let me move this little one here. And I'm going to click the arrow. So here comes my visual, I hope. I've created an image that captures enjoy the view. Okay, where is my image? Okay, are you giving me an image or do I have to do it again? That's a bit silly. We'll do it again. Oh, I want it in the designer. Sorry, folks. It's getting late here. Yeah, image is being generated. Yeah, and of course, with this imaging aspect of AI, it can not only create images for you in any form that you like. Yeah, so here is one. Yeah, so here is a dynamic image featuring people ziplining through a lush forest canopy with vibrant green trees and blue skies in the background, capturing the excitement and the thrill. Well, hey, I think this image is an exact representation of that requirement. Yeah, there's more here. Yeah, so there's another one here. So it is, yeah, quite incredible. You can then save it or you can share it. Yeah, so yeah, so what then also, what you can do, and there are apps for that as well, is that you can then say, okay, change that, remove the background, add something to a photo, or yeah, uh, so lots of stuff that you can do with these photos as well. Okay, so be aware, yeah, of the Microsoft Copilot, which is sort of the ChatGPT packaged within the Microsoft Bing environment. And then, of course, Google had to come with a response as well. Yeah, and Google came out with Bard, yeah, which has now been renamed into Google Gemini. Yes, so now one of the basically Gemini, Google Gemini features the uses the Google data to provide responses to your prompts. All right. So now one other element in digital marketing that always gave me a lot of creation of customer personas. Yeah, so I'm going back to ChatGPT for this because I'm in the conversation right now. Yeah, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to create a customer persona for my adventure travel. Can you suggest, let's say, 4 customer personas for my adventure travel business? Okay, so here are the customer personas: nature enthusiast, the thrill seeker, the cultural explorer, the family explorer. Yeah, and you know why we're using customer personas. Yeah, so with customer personas, it gives you kind of a framework for the type of content you're going to create for specific audiences. Yeah, so and then you're going to dig into the customer personas. For instance, for the thrill seeker, you want to know is what are their interests? How do they communicate? Where do they find information? What are their pain points? What are the typical keywords that they would be using? Yeah, so what I'm now going to ask ChatGPT, can you write a customer persona profile for the thrill seeker, including profile, a personal profile, what's it? Interests, how they find, how they communicate, what social networks they use, pain points, and typical questions they ask in Google search. There you go. There we are. So here you see Alex Thompson, software developer, urban area, moderate to high income, interests, adrenaline pumping activities, exploring new destinations, pushing personal limits, connecting with like-minded thrill seekers, direct and energetic communication style, prefers concise. This is marketing gold. Yes, so here is how the social media, here are their pain points, and here are the typical questions they ask in Google search. Yeah, this is marketing gold. Yeah, this is so helpful in putting my marketing plan together, or my communication, or my content marketing plan. Yes, so, yep, so we can create touch points as well, Fox Brown, absolutely. Yeah, so now that I have this, my persona, the last thing I'm going to show you is, okay, fantastic, create a Facebook, sorry, a Google search ad for my travel promotion to let's say Grand Canyon wild water rafting, leveraging keywords, create 3 key search ads with, let's say, 10 titles, 10 descriptions, because Google search ads, yeah, you no longer create the ad itself, but you create titles and descriptions, and then Google search mix and match. Yeah, with 10 titles and descriptions, including call to action for my travel promotion to Grand Canyon, for a travel promotion. Right, there we go. There are the titles. So I can then just take this, I can review it, take it to Google Ads, yeah, enter it. Here's the, yep, and then, yeah, what else do you want? Okay, folks, it is, yeah, it's quite big, all this. So that is ChatGPT for digital marketing, and there's so much more. So back to the slides. Just want to share a few things with you. So we've seen ChatGPT. We've heard now about Gemini, which is Google. Yeah, we've seen Copilot from Bing. And the one thing that we learned now as well, in the end, it all comes down to your prompt. Yeah, and the prompt is what you fill in here. Ask me anything. So you see, there is a whole science now, and there are jobs now with prompt specialists. Yeah, so here you see an example, a formula for a prompt. So you can ask it to act as any professional you like. You set the situation, you give guidance, you provide detailed instructions, could include the tone of the post, the length, who it should be aimed, exactly what you expect. You then ask for the activity, and then you could end with, do you understand, as an explanation. Yeah, so that is a formula, the SAGE formula: situation, activity, guidance, yeah, and explanation. So, yep. So now one thing you could do as well to ask ChatGPT, if you haven't got any experience in ChatGPT, yeah, then please create a set of prompts for me that will help me with my SEO. Yeah, now I've got that already. Yeah, and if you attend our courses, I will share lots and lots of stuff like this with you. Yeah, so this is the, where do I have it? I thought I had it here. No, but here you see a document, yeah, which is what we call the digital marketing prompt library. Oh, I think it's, no, it's not here. It is not here. No, I'll leave it at the slide. But here is a spreadsheet that I share with you in my classes, yeah, where you get a whole library of hundreds of digital marketing prompts. All right. So you can use that, but yeah, we'll make those available when you sign up for our classes. Good, we're almost there. Yeah, so here is a tool. It is insider.ai that gives you a massive library of AI tools. Now, I've only stuck to the big ones, yeah, like ChatGPT, Google, and Bing, but there are literally thousands and thousands of tools coming out. Yeah, and this is a AI tools directory that you can use. If you look at the summary, the best ones out of this, yeah, so here you see for the different areas, here you see paid for tools. Yeah, but here you see a lot of free tools. Yeah, Pika Labs apparently is a really good one to create videos, to turn prompts into videos. Yeah, Bing AI, which is Copilot. Yeah, so have a look at those. Microsoft Designer helps you with editing photos and what have you. And that concludes my my section here on artificial intelligence. Now, I saw some questions in the chat while let me. I'll go through those while Russia go through the next slides.
Let me
I'll
just
stop sharing.
quickly share my screen. Thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah, I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of messages on the chat as well. I think we were actually, taking us through these interesting things about AI here for content. Maybe do check them out as well. Meanwhile, let me just quickly share back my screen, and we have gotten very interesting questions in the Q&A box as well. If you have some time, you can basically take the time to answer those questions as well. Let me just share back my screen. So folks, we have talked about what exactly, how AI is so useful in digital marketing aspect here. And we would love to know what is basically stopping you when it comes to pursuing a career in digital marketing or becoming a digital marketing expert here. So I'm just launching a quick poll here to understand that. And this is a multiple choice poll which I've just launched. In this, you can see 4 options here. The first one here is, I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. Second one, I wouldn't get the practical exposure to become job ready. Third one, I find it difficult to learn from prepared videos. And the fourth one, my work schedule won't allow me effective learning. As I was sharing the poll options here, I see a lot of the folks have already started sharing your responses there. That's great. But I think let's give like 10 seconds more for the folks to basically fill in. This poll definitely gives us an understanding, a speaker mark, an understanding, how to basically, tell his responses, what exactly are the challenges you're facing. And if these options do not cover your concerns or challenges, obviously the Q&A box is open for you. You can go and put on your queries there. I think Mark has already started addressing queries from the Q&A box. We'll be addressing more queries. We have a special edition towards the end of the session. So you can still put on queries, any queries you have about digital marketing, whereas it's general, and also the program which we'll be covering after next. Awesome. I see most of you have responded for the poll here. Let me just quickly end the poll. Last 5 seconds, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll and also share the results with you folks. Let's see what have you voted for. So 42% of you have voted for I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And 31% of you have voted for my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. 25% of you have voted for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And 16% of you have voted for I find it difficult to learn from pre-qualified videos. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. That definitely gives us understanding what are the challenges you're facing. Moving on to the program introduction here. Digital Marketing Specialist Master's Program from Simplilearn. It has an official partner Meta, and it comes with a comprehensive curriculum and industry-aligned learning path. We'll be talking more about what exactly the learning path looks like in detail with the upcoming slides. For folks who have voted, we have gotten the highest amount of votes for, I wouldn't get the practical exposure need to become job ready. For that, this program actually covers, integrated case studies and hands-on projects for practical experience, which you can showcase to your future employer. We'll be talking more about that as well in the upcoming slides. And also, you get to interact with the instructor, like just the way you are interacting here with Mark, and also your fellow students as well. Also, the program duration for this master's program is of 8 months, and you can just complete it by giving 5 to 10 hours per week. We saw a lot of you who have joined us are experienced professionals and also are currently studying. This program duration completely makes it very flexible to fit your lifestyle and schedule while you are taking up the program. Talking about the Meta advantage here. The Meta Blueprint, who comes as a partner with Digital Marketing Specialist Master's Program with Simplilearn. Here you get access to master sessions by Meta Blueprint trainers, a free Meta Certified Digital Marketing Associate exam, a voucher worth $99. You get access to Meta Business Coach and also learn foundational advertising concepts on Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. The course is aligned with Meta Certified Digital Marketing Associate exam, and also you get to access to self-paced content curated by Meta exam here. Moving on to the eligibility and the prerequisites for the program. I saw a few questions here, if I'm eligible to take up this master's program here. So just let me quickly take you through these prerequisites which we have for taking up the program. So you can be from marketing or a non-marketing background. You need to have a bachelor's degree in Indian discipline that is required for taking up the program, as this is a master's program, and at least 2 years of work experience is required to join this program. Moving on to the next agenda here, how this program prepares you. So talking about basically the program, how basically the program's learning path looks like. So Mark, I would love for you to take us through how this program builds the learners' digital marketing skills step by step.
Okay, so starting from the bottom, we'll look at the first step in your digital marketing journey, which would be developing your own website. So we'll teach you how easy it is these days to create a website. There's no programming necessary. You just go to various websites where you can just press a button, click a design or a theme, and your website is up and running. And then you're going to use that website to learn and practice all the other things in digital marketing, like search engine optimization, search engine marketing, which is advertising, and social media marketing. Those are 3 key areas. Yes, so search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and social media marketing. We're then going to look at other digital marketing areas like Email marketing, still very important in your marketing strategy. Obviously, mobile marketing is key because everything these days take place on the mobile. And then looking at how do we develop content to support all this. And then we're going to all the tactical things that we've learned, we're going to put into strategies for your campaigns. And we're going to look at analytics, return on investment, and how to optimize your digital marketing strategies. We're looking at AI, of course, throughout what we've all tools. What I've shown you today was just a tip of the iceberg. Yep, and then the whole program is sort of concluded with a digital marketing capstone project. Yep, and the digital marketing capstone project, the aim is for you to create a case study that you can use as a reference when you come into interview situations for a job in the digital marketing field.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Mark, for taking us through these steps here. Also, talking about the electives, they come as a part of the program, but they are optional. Basically, the electives here of the program are digital marketing with ChatGPT and other generative AI tools. A lot of it, which Mark has covered, just shown you an overview of a little bit of what exactly is going to happen in the program as well as a part of the electives. Also, the digital marketing meta classes, master classes, which I've mentioned earlier, affiliate marketing, blogging, e-commerce listing, and B2B marketing being one of the part of the electives here. Now, moving on to the tools here, the tools and platforms you'll be learning in this program. As Mark, we can see there are plenty of tools on this slide here, but this program covers much more. So maybe we can shed some light on a few of the tools which will be very important, to becoming a digital marketing expert here through this program.
Yeah, this is a constantly changing field. Yes, but of course you will learn that Google is key in digital marketing. Yeah, Google, they take so many spaces. So we're talking about Google, we're talking about Google advertising, we're talking about Google Analytics, we're talking about YouTube advertising. So Google will feature quite heavily in what we're doing, also with all the tools that they have available to support you in your digital marketing. Meta, of course, is taking a big space as well through meta advertising, but also going into the social media where we look like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and what have you. Okay, Twitter ads, Bing ads, we'll look at as well, is not as important, but there is a whole new range of tools that are coming, and those are particularly the AI tools that will feature heavily into the program as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Also, talking about the caption project here. So, Mark, we have gotten a lot of work when we did that poll of what exactly are the challenges you're facing when it comes to pursuing a career in digital marketing or becoming a digital marketing expert. So folks have voted for, I wouldn't get the practical expert, I need to become job ready. So after taking up this program, well, first of all, what are caption projects and how exactly they help us, showcase our practical experience through this program?
So the problem that some of you may have is that you are starting and doing a career change. Yeah, or you've just left university and you want to zoom in on a particular area like digital marketing. So when you've done the program, you don't have any experience and any hands-on experience to show your prospective employer. Yeah, now that's where the capstone projects come in. So in the capstone project, at the end of the program, you are going to be presented a live case study, as it were, yeah, for live companies, and you are asked to prepare a digital marketing strategy for that company. Run an SEO campaign, run a advertising campaign, run a social media campaign. Yeah, not in a live scenario, but in an artificial scenario. But at least you have a project with strategy, creative deliverables, and potential results that you can present to your prospective employer to show that you've done it, that you've got the experience. Yeah, and that's what the capstone project is all about. You can pick one of 5 case studies. Yep, and of course, during the program, the instructor will guide you in preparing the deliverables.
Thank you so much for taking us through what exactly a capstone project is and how exactly these projects are important. Just to show you a few of the projects here from the program. Basically, the first one here being Unveil Adidas new product, Grand Series brand and strategy, engage with youth with Skull Candy, and many more to basically choose from to basically work on to show that real business implications here. We also have a great advisory board here. Sachin Sehgal, who's a digital marketing specialist and a guest faculty at the school, has trained over 15K students here and has over 14 plus years of experience. We have CM Manjunath, who's one of the digital marketing trainer here for SEO, Google Ads, social media marketing, content marketing, and web analytics here. Abhay Rai here, he was the founder and head marketing and business operations, and also is a digital marketing consultant and mentor and a trainer. Babu Chakravarti here is a digital marketing head and also comes with a very data-driven marketing experience here as well. So advisory board here makes sure that Simplilearn's master program is basically living as per standards here. Also talking about past learners and the success stories, I think a lot of the folks have, asked like if we can share that. So we will be sharing that. So interestingly, the previous classes of learners have consisted of learners coming from excellent organizations like Amazon, Microsoft, Dell, Godrej, Barclays, EY, LinkedIn, Accenture. Very few to name from hundreds of them what we can put on the screen here. And also coming from diverse industries like IT, FSI, consulting, and many others. Basically, personally, we have gotten few set of alumni who have actually taken the program and also, have shared their experience on the chat and the Q&A box as well. And also just sharing few of the success stories from thousands for the program here. Mohammed Abidin here, who's basically says that after completing the course, I could change my career path from pharmacy to e-commerce and digital marketing in healthcare. And consulting other clients or digital marketing requirements, I was able to increase my earnings by 60%. Yvonne Atkinson here, who says that Simplilearn's digital marketing master's program helped me get a digital marketing manager position for one of the Jamaica's leading advertising agency. Jim Bradley here says that I'm thrilled to have a successfully completed program and earned Simplilearn's digital marketing specialist master's program certificate here, and says that it was a comprehensive program that is made up of modules on SEO, content, and social media marketing, web analytics, and pay-per-click. And there are many more success stories to pick from. You can check it out on the link which I'll be sharing with you of the program and for your own region as well, details for that. So what exactly you'll be getting from this program, just to sum it up, a digital marketing specialist master certificate, which you can see on the screen here. This is from Simplilearn. It says digital marketing specialist master's program. It will be certified to you for the date and the time where you're coming from. This is the certificate of achievement here. Also, we have mentioned it earlier, 5 capstone problem statements and 15 plus scores in projects to choose to work from to showcase that practical experience which you need to, when you're basically getting out there and you're trying to land your dream job in digital marketing or even start, your own personal agency or work. 10 plus case studies from brands like Adidas, KFC, Nike, Intel, and many more. A master classes in AMA with Meta being one of the partners with this program. We have talked about the skills here. We have talked about how exactly digital marketing is utilizing AI's power in content marketing. So we would love to know, are you interested in enrolling into the digital marketing specialist master's program? I'm just launching a quick poll here which says, would you like to enroll into the program? So you can share your interest as yes for enrolling to the program. I will be quickly taking you through the enrollment steps of the program after this, and we will be going towards the Q&A part of the session as well. Mark is actively addressing a lot of these queries already. So in case you have put down a question, please do go and check out. He has already responded to a lot of your queries there. Maybe Mark, we can take a few queries right now. And meanwhile, they are voting for the poll here. Maybe the most asked questions maybe you can cover here as well in this. So. Oh, interesting. We actually have Evo here who has joined us, who basically says that I am now the head of digital in Jamaica. Oh, interestingly, one of our alumni success story which I've shared, that person has actually joined the session, Mark, and says that now he has basically become the head of digital marketing in Jamaica. Interesting, Yvonne. Good to see you here. Please do share some tips for our folks here, or any questions you actually might have for Mark. This webinar is of 90 minutes duration, and because this is a Learn It Live session, so we have kept it a little longer on the request of a lot of our attendees who have requested for just elongating these learning sessions for a little longer time, so you have enough time to interact with the speaker here. Awesome, folks. I see a lot of you have already responded for the poll here. So last 15 seconds for the poll before we move towards the enrollment steps, and also quickly towards the Q&A part of the session. Also, we have talked about the capstone projects and industry-based projects you can basically, work from through this program, and also add it to your portfolio, which definitely will help you showcase that practical experience you need, to showcase it to your future employees. We have talked about how this program builds your digital marketing skills step by step. We have talked about the learning part of the program in much detail here. So we would love to know your interest in enrolling into the Digital Marketing Specialist Master's Program. You can share your responses yes if you would like to share your interest in enrollment. Even after sharing the interest towards enrollment, Simplilearn's learning consultants will be reaching out to you, and we'll be taking you through a much more detailed walkthrough of the program. So even if you have any questions, please don't worry. We can still basically get your queries addressed even after this webinar. I'll be even sharing an email ID as well where you can reach out to us. I'm just quickly sharing the link towards the program with you as well, because I know a lot of you have joined from different countries. So it will be very helpful if you can check out the details for your own region as well. In case you want to check out the fee, upcoming cohort, a lot of the details, payment options and all these things here. You can still go and enroll into the program using the link which I've shared on the chat. Awesome. I think most of you have responded for the poll here. So last 5 seconds for the poll here. Quickly go and vote for the poll which is live right now on Zoom. For folks who have joined us on YouTube Live chat box, and there are a lot of you which basically want to enroll into the program. I see that. You can see on the YouTube Live chat box, there's an option which says postgraduate program. Basically, you can just click on it to enroll into the program. That is the Digital Marketing Specialist Master's Program to enroll. Awesome. I will be ending the poll here now in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. Thank you so much for sharing your interest towards enrollment. Let me just quickly take you through the enrollment steps here. So these are the 3 simple, easy steps when Simplilearn's learning consultants will be reaching out to you. They will be taking you through these 3 simple, easy steps here. Step 1 here is you will have to submit an application to us at askus@simplilearn.net. And based on that, your application will be going for review. That is the second step, based on the eligibility and prerequisites which I've shared with you earlier. And based on that, you'll be getting admissions offer from Simplilearn's learning consultant. That is the step 3. So these steps basically will make you aware of what exactly is going to happen next when they reach out to you. A lot of you have asked, like, when is the next immediate cohort you can join from the interest which I've seen towards enrollment on the poll here. So the classes for the next upcoming closest cohort is on March 23rd. We already have the seats filled for this one, but we still have 2 seats left. So in case you are immediately looking for a cohort, you can just select this cohort and enroll using the link which I've shared on the chat. Or you can mention it to the Simplilearn's learning consultant here, and basically let them know that this is the immediate cohort you're looking for, or other cohorts which you can basically plan for. And the introductory classes for this one is starting on March 28th. The fee here for ROW candidates here is $1,649. And for Indian candidates, the fee here is 54,000 INR rupees, including taxes. As I mentioned earlier, that I'm aware that a lot of you have joined from different countries here. So I'm just sharing the link towards the program once again in the chat. You can just click on that link and it will show you basically the fee and the upcoming cohorts for your own region as well. In case you need more assistance, you can always reach out to us at ask@simpleton.net. I'm just sharing that email ID on the chat here with you. Even after the webinar, in case you have any queries, in case you would want to drop us a mail, please do that. I'm just sharing that email ID in the chat for your own help here. Also, we have limited seats per cohort. We try to take 35 basically 40 folks per cohort in order to make sure getting all the attention that's required even when you're taking up this program. Now, moving on to the Q&A part here. So Mark, I see a lot of questions have been already answered by you on the Q&A box here. We do have a lot more questions here to be addressed. So maybe the questions you have answered already. Maybe we can sum it up and maybe I see a lot of repetitive questions as well. So maybe we can address few questions which you have already answered, which might be important for the attendees here, and then maybe take up the new ones. We have few more minutes for the session, so maybe we can address them. Hey, Mark, are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. So what was the question?
I was saying that I see a lot of questions have already been addressed by you. I was saying maybe for our attendees here, if there are some important questions, you have already addressed, maybe you can just summarize it quickly. We have few minutes which we can just, take advantage of.
I've answered probably all the questions. So one question, sir, I would be extremely delighted to have your ChatGPT prompts. Thanks in advance. What I will do, Rasha, I will get you the link to this document, and then you can share that with all the students. I'll happy to share that. Then there was one question that somebody said. No, question is gone. So yeah, somebody asked, I can't find the question now, but somebody asked, I'm not too keen on SEO, but I like some of the other areas of digital marketing. Does it all hang together? Yeah, what you learn at the course. And yeah, I have to say, everything you do in digital marketing, all the topics like SEO, pay-per-click, social media, content marketing, mobile marketing, it's all connected. They're all related. Yeah, so doing a digital marketing course without understanding the basics of SEO is, you won't get the full benefits of it. Okay, so that is basically that's all. I answered all the other questions. So.
Thank you so much, Mark. Folks, a lot of these questions have already been answered by Mark. Please go and check out the Q&A box. If you have asked a question, please go check out the answered box of the Q&A box. I'll give 2 minutes for that. And also, I see a request for the presentation here for the slides. So we will be sharing the recording of the the session here. You can basically access the recording and in case you missed anything, you can expect a follow-up email from us with the recording link to view. And you can go through it again. Now talking about the certificate here for attending this webinar. Once the session ends now, you will be getting a post-webinar survey pop-up by Zoom. And in that, you will have to fill down your full name to basically get that personalized webinar certificate for over your mail. So please do that. We will need your details of your full name on the post-webinar survey. Which will happen now by Zoom once I end this session. And that is how we'll be able to send you the webinar certificate. Please do let us know. There'll be a feedback section as well on the post-webinar survey. Please do let us know If you liked anything, or if you also want to see a few more things, or if you have any suggestions on what more webinars you would want to see, would love to hear your feedback as well. And also, would love to thank you for being an amazing audience here. I think the kind of interest we saw from the enrollment into the digital marketing specialist program, I think we'll be seeing a lot of you in the upcoming cohorts. And also, thank you so much, Mark, for taking your time out for this free Learn It Live masterclass. It was a very interesting masterclass, and we saw a lot of interaction. Even I was on my toes, like while you were actually, tweaking us to this Learn It Live. So, would you like to say something to the folks before we end the session?
Yeah, of course, I enjoy doing it. So it's a very interesting topic. I like to be on the edge, and artificial intelligence is the edge. So, and the only thing I can say is go on TikTok. Yeah, for the American students in the room, that may be impossible. For the Indian students, it may be impossible. But TikTok is a fantastic source for knowledge on artificial intelligence. And I'm sure on Instagram stories you will be able to see it as well. But yeah, if you have a chance, get on TikTok and do a search for AI, and you'll get posts with the latest and greatest tools on AI. So dig into it. It is fantastic. It's where the future is. And I wish you all the best with your career and your decision. And I hope to see you in one of the classes.
Thank you so much, Mark, once again. Folks, I'm sharing the link towards the upcoming webinars which we do throughout the month. They can go and subscribe for more of them, which happens every week here. And also, I'm just once again sharing the email ID here for you. In case you have any queries, you can always reach out to us at askus@Simplilearn.net. Your learning journey is our priority, and we're here to support you every step of the way. So I'm just sharing that email ID once again, and also the program link here once again as well, in case you have missed out the program link of Simplilearn's digital marketing specialist program. You can go and basically check out the program link here. So thank you so much, folks. We'll be ending the session now. And for folks who basically want the webinar certificate for attending this webinar, you'll be getting a post-webinar survey pop-up now by Zoom once I end it. So please go and fill your details there. Thank you. Thank you, folks.